What is up, guys, and welcome to the grand finale of Assassin's Creed 3. Of course, with the DLC coming, eventually, I will get to it. It's not really the end of Assassin's Creed 3, but it's the end of the story for the main plot. So, thank you guys so much for coming in. The love that I've seen on the series is great. Don't forget, of course, to drop the video a like if you do enjoy. And, like I previously said, it's the conclusion to the story of Desmond. You guys are gonna see it in this one. Everything that happened in the last episode was insane with his father, and it's time to pretty much just go after Charles. It's not really much more to say than that. Hope you guys enjoy. Without further ado, get into it. We found them. They're both alone. Shit, man. PT.10. 6 months later. Is it back home yet?
Why would they leave this behind?
Long have we waited for you to
Here we go,
return.
guys.
You have done as we asked. You have succeeded.
No! I have failed! My people are gone! Chased out by those who I thought would protect them!
It is a trade, a sacrifice, and not in vain. For you have found it.
This?
Now you must hide it, where none shall think to look. And then in time, what once was, shall be again.
I do not understand.
Nor need you. Only do as we ask. Then you may do as you wish.
But what of my people?
You have saved this place, as was your people's purpose, and that matters most.
It is not enough!
It will never be enough. You strive for that which does not exist. Still, you have made a difference, and you will do so again. Remember, you must hide the amulet where none might find it.
So this, of course, is the amulet. I believe that the apple is disintegrated. Yeah. So the amulet is what I believe Desmond is looking for. Remember, this is obviously for the purpose of Desmond finding it, you know, a couple hundred years later. Here lies the body of Connor Davenport. You guys know who that is? Think, well, I've played future games. Achilles' son. That's why he gave him the name Connor. Makes sense? Oh. Memory synced sequence 12 complete. So now Desmond knows where the amulet is. It's time to go and get it.
I know where the key is. Then let's go.
Here lives the body of Achilles Davenport. So Achilles ended up passing away, obviously. And his wife Abigail, son Connor. Why is his hands all red?
All right, time to see what's inside.
Not quite. We still need to get the place powered up.
Find the remaining pedestals and plug in the power sources.
Ah, shit. I never did it up until this point, so now I gotta do them all. Lovely. Oh, I see Juno up there. Let's go up there. Hmm.
In the beginning, when we thought we could be saved, we sought to face the sun's wrath and contain it. 4 towers would be built to pull her fury into this place and dispel it.
This is the conclusion of Desmond's
But
story.
even with all we knew, with all we had, it would take too long. 1,000 years we could labor and still the work would not be done. The first tower was never completed. The project abandoned. We moved on. But while we labored on other endeavors, a few returned. They thought to automate the process. Metal might finish what flesh could not.
A little history lesson, I guess. We have to physically power these things on or no? What the hell does that sound? Keep on keeping on. There she is. I think we just keep going with her. These are the ones that could have been done in between the Desmond missions.
Cruel embrace. Perhaps we might rebuke it. Already we could generate fields to protect us in times of strife. But these were small and simple things. To replicate them on a scale the size of a world. We lack the energy to make it so. Half the world, they said then. It is better than none at all. We tried. Again, we failed. A quarter, they asked. Even this we could not do. A sixth, an eighth, a tenth, they cried. The answer was still the same. Perhaps in time a city might be spared. But it was time we did not have. So we moved on.
Desmond's looking at her like, huh? Obviously they're trying to stop the solar flare. Through Desmond now.
Wonder what's inside.
Only one way to find out.
Oh, we got a new path. I figured, like, what's the point in, you know, doing the... We could just do them all in one shot after. Come on down. Like, we do the Connor, and, you know, as sad as it is, you guys will see more Connor because we're doing the DLCs. So, it won't be the end of him just yet. But I figured, you know what, we're gonna play as Desmond. Let's just do Desmond in one shot.
What is a fact? Is it fixed? Immutable? Certain in its existence and only awaiting discovery? Or might it be changed? Here we learned the answer and thought that it might save us. They were used to command, to control, to own. But we soon discovered another use. When enough sat in thrall and were told to believe, their thoughts took on form. What was imagined became real. If 100 minds could wish away a wall or create a tree, what might 1,000 do? 10,000? More? Might we change the consensus and will the threat away? We resolved to send one into the sky where it might illuminate us all. Once placed, a sentence would be uttered. Make us safe. In this way, we would change the consensus. We would save the world.
I don't think it's that easy.
But it never came to be. We sent a dozen of them skyward, but there was no way to maintain control, to direct the beam, to enthrall the world, to speak the words. Though this was strange and dangerous, what we tried next was worse.
They tried making the pieces of Eden to stop the attack, right? So far, how many pieces have we seen? We've seen the apple and the staff. That was it, right? That the Pope, the Borgia, was using. I think that was it.
Our first instinct was to travel back, to change the past. But we could not find a way. But forward, we could look forward. And so here we sought to see beyond ourselves and know what was to come. First, we watched to learn if our work would succeed. But the answer was always the same. So we moved on to other things. But she remained. The one you call Minerva.
Yep. From the
In
earlier
time,
games.
She too stopped looking. And instead began to speak. She called out across time in the hopes that you might be saved. She hid messages where none might find them, save for you and those within this place.
Fascinating.
I'm tired of it. The cryptic warnings, the threats. Just tell us what you want!
But they are. We saw the Nephilim there. We seemed like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and we looked the same to them. Imagine trying to explain all this to a 2-year-old, to a grasshopper. When they said the will of the gods was unknowable, they meant it. Literally.
Good point.
I killed her, you know. I killed Lucy.
Yeah,
It
but
was the apple, son. It was Juno.
I saw what she was. What would happen if I let her live? I could have stopped myself. I mean, there was a force there. But I didn't have to. I chose to.
Desmond.
Lucy was going to betray us and take the apple back to Abstergo. I saw the satellite launched. I saw them turn it on, and then... it failed. Whatever's on the other side of that door, it benefits Juno. We need to be careful.
Yep. So the true target is obviously the modern day against Juno. See you there, chick. I don't know how to get to you though. Here? Nope. Try going all the way around, I guess. How would we benefit from coming all the way down here? Climbing up. Son of a gun. Our 13th cutscene, here we go. Okay, so that's 2 already.
Wonder what stories the temple will tell me today.
Can I just jump from here? Yep.
I'm telling you, there's something down here.
Don't be daft.
I don't know, maybe they were sleeping or something and we woke them. Some kind of cryogenics? Or hibernation? I mean, how do we know what the hell they were doing down here?
They were working on a bunch of different solutions, but nothing worked. Just went from one to the next, and then... I don't know. They must have left at some point. After the end.
I wonder what the world would be like if they'd succeeded.
I'm more concerned about what it'll be like if we don't.
Salvation. They found a way. Too late for them, but not for you. Sealed to protect it. Though now it bars your way. Find the key. The past will tell.
So where is the massive door that opened up? Looking that way. I think it's right here. Oh, hold on a sec. Totally missed that. Hello.
A new world approached. One that was dark and cold. It would consume us. For we were flesh, and flesh is frail. Though suits and shields might offer comfort, such adornments would not suffice. Not to save us all. So we sought to change what we were. In this manner, we might thrive in a world made poisonous. It was Aita who volunteered to see if it might be done. Aita, my husband, my love. In the end, it changed him, ruined him. He was made a prisoner of the machines. The body might survive, but his mind became brittle to the touch. He begged me for release, for days, for weeks, for months. I pleaded with him to give us time to find another way. But there wasn't one. Not for him. Not for us.
See, that's like an advanced civilization, but really not much different than you or I. We gotta go left, I think. Neat little wall here. Hang here. Yep. I believe we're nearing the end, which is exciting and sad. I love the Assassin's Creed games, and we're like halfway through.
What is consciousness but a series of electrical impulses? And the body a vessel to hold these sparks. But it is weak. In time, it decays and crumbles into dust. We asked ourselves then, what if it might be replaced with something stronger, something better? So we forged a new vessel, one that might endure. It proved easy enough to enter.
Just lost.
But to leave required something more, something wrong. And so this too they abandoned. I wondered, though, were they right to turn away?
I know you guys are probably feeling confused. So am I. And I've already seen this before. I just can't remember most of it. It was always a confusing aspect. Obviously, advanced civilization. In Assassin's Creed Vikings, we saw that they were the gods that we know as Asgard, and all the gods you pray for, and all such. So, in the end, just an advanced people. All right, third inserted. Should open up the mighty door. Or we still got one more. Oh, I think that's it.
Guess this is
Let's
it.
talk to her.
We're right behind you.
Alright, guys, the moment of truth is upon us. Will Desmond save the world?
Moment of truth.
Was nothing. What the hell was that? Awkward little
Yes.
animation.
Come.
So all the games, all 5 games have led to this
At
moment.
last. You know our story now. Of how we tried. Of how we failed. All our hopes extinguished. Save one. Your touch. A spark. A spark to save the world.
Wait! Do not touch the pedestal.
Minerva?
You. But how? You left. You destroyed the device.
Did you think there was only one?
What the hell is going on here?
You must not free her.
Free her?
Juno dwells within these walls, awaiting release. I will explain. While we worked to save the world, she sought instead to conquer it. She used our machines to set her plans in motion. Divination through numbers. There is a pattern to existence. To comprehend the calculations is to tame time. This was my focus. And so I built the eye to aid us. But she turned it towards her own ends. When we discovered her treachery, we put a stop to it. And then we left. But first we called to you, that you might try again. We thought it would be safe with her gone. Now I see we were deceived. She survived, she endured, and then she began to work. For centuries, Tinia and I walked the world, hoping to rekindle the spark of civilization. We shared what we knew as best we could. We were not the only ones, but for all the power we wrought, still death would claim us. But before it did, I would have one last look to know if we had succeeded.
That's how you're here now?
I had hoped you might find this place and finish our work. But it is too late. You and the Templars have squabbled over our refuse. You have wasted centuries, and so you have lost your chance. You cannot hope to stop the end now, Desmond. Only to survive.
She's lying! Only touch the pedestal and the world will be saved.
Better the world burn than she be loosed upon it.
Is that so? Show him then.
But he will not understand. It is complicated. It is...
Show me.
I don't know why there's no audio, but wow, that's unfortunate. You will become a symbol to those who survive hope, knowledge, determination. You will inspire them to rebuild, to thrive once more, and as the world heals, so too will humanity. But you are just a man, frail and mortal. You pass from the world, leaving behind only a memory, a legacy. You will be remembered first as a hero, later as a legend, and in time as a god. It is the cruelest fate to have written words that meant well and see them made wicked and unwise. That was meant to encourage life, used instead to justify taking it. And so now you see that what was shall be again. So tell me, how is this better? I can't believe this glitched, like...
She would sacrifice you, sacrifice the world, for no other reason than to deny me vindication.
They will enslave your kind, Desmond. Is this not why you fight? Is this not why you came here? To ensure more than just your race's future, but its freedom?
What future? What freedom? Billions dead and the whole cycle begun anew? This world has known nothing but heartache and horror since we left it.
Our gift to them, and you'd see it all returned.
Enough!
Desmond's story almost sounds like the story of Jesus
Not
Christ.
do this.
Whatever Juno's planning, however terrible it might seem today, we'll find a way to stop it. But the alternative, what you want, there's no hope there.
If you free her, you'll be destroyed.
It will happen in an instant. There will be no pain.
Wow.
You mustn't.
It's done, Minerva. The decision's made.
Yeah, because Minerva wants
The
complete
consequences
destruction.
of this mistake are yours to live and die with.
You need to go. All of you. Now. Get as far away from here as you can.
Come with us. We'll find another way.
There isn't time. Son. You know it's true. It's already started. I need to do this now. So go. Go!
So the man's ready to sacrifice himself to save the world. In a way.
It's some sort of global aurora borealis. Never seen anything like this before. Eyewitnesses describe electrical storms and erratic displays of unusual weather. Residents are being asked to remain inside and wait for geological surveys are now reporting seismic activity throughout the Ring of Fire. Northeastern Canada is said to be experiencing the largest on record. Satellites and transformers are failing as the flare increases in intensity. Worldwide reports of blackouts seems to be receding. Residual seismic and volcanic activity is being reported, but nothing approaching earlier levels. Obviously, it'll be a while before experts are able to assess the full extent of the damage caused by today's event. But it appears the worst is behind us. We'll be sure to bring you more as this story develops.
It is done. The world is saved. You played your part well, Desmond. But now it's time that I played mine.
Epilogue. Davenport, Homestead, 1783. Promise fulfilled. I literally didn't even remember there was epilogue missions. I had to, I was gonna, I said my goodbyes in the credits, and then I noticed there was more. So here it is, epilogue, evacuation day. Oh, the credit at the end. That's
America has no need for
Send
your
them back to
services,
Britain in a
gentlemen.
box. Death to the oppressor!
Cut them down!
probably sounds weird because no music. Right, so we're arriving back home here. It's not really, they call them missions, but they're not even really that. Who the hell is... Epilogue, PT.10, sorry, can't read that. Hey Reggie, you're on my property.
If you're hungry, I've extra.
No, thank you. Where is everyone?
Gone west. Been a while since they left. Seems some fella from New York was granted the land by Congress.
What?
Seeing it happen more and more. Government says they don't take land that's already owned, but
It seems like the ending didn't match the epilogue. How did they not know?
we're on our own now.
He was alone
No
before when he
more
got the
merry
apple.
English parts and labor, which means we gotta go at it ourselves. Gotta pay for it too. Selling land is quick and easy, not quite so nasty as taxes. And since some say they're what started the old war, ain't no rush to bring 'em back. Clever men, these new leaders of ours. They know not to push it just yet. Too soon for taxes. Too British.
Thank you.
Be safe.
And that's it, guys. Assassin's Creed 3 complete. Rest in peace to Desmond. We followed the man for 5 games. You know, it wasn't such a shocker in this one because I had already seen that. I did remember him dying. I don't remember why or anything like that. It does suck, but there's other ways of getting back into the Animus with many other games, as you guys can see, that would be coming on the channel. But again, it's not the end of Connor. We will be playing the 3. It's like a trilogy of DLC called The Tyranny of King Washington. So we will eventually get to that. Tomorrow we have the final day until Resident Evil 8, which we will be playing, of course, the indie horror game. And then we play Resident Evil, and then pretty much after that I'll be throwing the DLC in. I got other plans that I want to do as well. But for now, we say sayonara to Assassin's Creed until we meet again. So thank you guys very much for all the love and support that you guys always give on the channel. It's amazing. Never thought when I started, you know, when I started doing YouTube, I just wanted to show my love for gaming, right? But deep down inside, I never felt like anybody would even care to watch me, and to see, you know, people subscribing, people coming in every day and watch, it's insane. Why I do this, honestly, it was a hobby, and it still is a hobby, but I literally love it. I look forward to it as like one of the best moments of my day every day. So thank you guys so much, and I'll give you guys that special exit that I always do. So thank you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Sabers out. Peace.